Alright guys, so today's video I'm going to show you how to navigate through this suction we call Neptune. So almost every case you need some type of suction. So this is what we have here, and it's very high power suction. So I'm going to show you what it looks like in the back here where you operate it. Alright, forgive me if I make mistakes because all I know is that some certain buttons I don't know how to use, but I know some mechanics of it, but correct me if I'm wrong if you do know exactly how this thing works, but we're gonna go over it. Alright, it says do not connect directly to chest tubes. Well, we know that because that's not good, because this is a high power. You don't want to connect this because it's going to suck everything out, and we don't want to do that to a patient. That could result to death. So as said here, it's a high suction device, right? So we don't do any of that. Serious injury or death. Yep, we take that pretty serious here. Alright, so there's a 4-liter canister and a 20-liter canister. The 4-liter, I believe, is up here, and the other one is down here. So you can activate either. So you see how this one has this thing where you hook up the suction tip, right? So if you want to release it, you want to turn it and remove. Okay, so you want to put it in. You always need a suction liner, and then turn to lock it. Okay, so usually there will be another one that would cover, but since this is what we're going to use, it's what we're going to use. So that's for that liter, and this one doesn't have one, so we're going to put one. It's usually down here. Oops, sorry. So this, you see how this is like, this thing right here is littler than that one, right? So you go like this. Okay, and then you rotate it. And you close them, because if you don't close them, they're gonna make a lot of noise. So you only want one that is open. So obviously we're gonna use that one. Okay. So if I want to power the 4-liter, I'm gonna use this. Well, first of all, I need to suction, turn it on, or press OK. That's the 4-liter, and this is the amount that's in there currently. So if I want to turn it on, I believe I would just do that, and then depending on how you want intensity, to low, medium, and high, and maximum, then you would turn these, right? You see how it says 480 high? Yeah, that's our normal. We always use max at all times, all the time. Evacuate smoke. Oh, I've never touched that before. That's pretty cool. Evacuate smoke. Okay. I'm not sure if that's evacuating from this or evacuating from my field, so I'm not sure about that. But this is our normal. It's always max. Same thing with 20 liters, right? So the idea of this is to figure out how much blood we have lost, and it actually tells you how much. And for example, if let's say the 20-liter already ran out, then you can turn this off and then activate the 4-liter, and then you just move the suction up so that it sucks in the 4-liter canister. Do you know what I mean? And another thing that's important is that you always have to clear it out to 0, so that whatever comes in gets counted as the baseline. So you don't want to start with, let's say, 200 already like liters in here, and then your surgery ended up being 100, but then it added the 200 that was previously on here, so it's inaccurate. So you want to make sure you clear it out. I guess it's reset volume here. I'm not really sure. Pressing OK with see, it says pressing OK will reset both volume levels to 0. So I'll just do that. So it's 0 now. And then this one, empty 4-liter canister, I guess from 4 liter it goes to 20 liters. Suction will be lost temporarily, refill remaining. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Reset, no, escape. Okay. The IV pull, this is to increase the IV pull, right? And then you lower it down. So let's try this one, suction, but in 20 liters. You see how now it's in the 20? And it's making that noise because I left the other, this thing right here. It's making noise, so if I plug it, that's high power. Like, look. Yeah, that's high power. So let's turn it off. Turn the suction off, because, yeah. So, if I want to go here, I'm just pressing button, guys, because all I know is the suction and the intensity of it, the IV pull, and the OK and escape. But in terms of that, I've never touched that. And I know the reset volume and everything else, but I'm not really sure about this empty 4 liters. I think this is for when you clean this out. Our orderly actually cleans this out. Take it and empties it out. So same thing probably with this one, because we never touched this. So yeah, now which one do you use, 4 liter or 20 liters? It depends on your surgery. So for example, for abdominal cases, we like to irrigate a lot, so we would use 20 liters. If you ran out of space, you could remove your suction and put it to the 4 liter. And yes, these two have been fully maxed out before, and only because our orderly sometimes don't have time to refill them back. So yeah, I mean, we have our own dock station to put these to empty it out quickly as possible. But this is our Neptune. It's pretty cool. And this one you could actually like rotate so you could see. You see, it rotates. Okay, and then you could see it, the 4 liter and the 20 liter. That's why it's important to have it 0 so everyone could read it, right? And it's fully movable. You have these things here to lock it, right? You lock it like that. It doesn't move. Unlock it. That's it. Alright, I kind of dropped this, so that's rude. Okay, there's that, and yeah, that is the Neptune. I'm sorry guys, I don't fully know everything about this machine, but I just gave you the basic one so you could operate this one as normal. That's really all you need to know. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys learned something from here. These are always the dynamic duo, Bovie and suction, all the time. And I'll go over the SCD machines in another video if you guys are interested. That's kind of like our spa massage for our patients. That's the term we call it in the hospital, but it's called an SCD machine. So I'll go over that with you in another video, and thank you guys for watching.